So I just finished recording a video, like no kidding. 5 minutes ago, finished recording. Open up YouTube to like go do a thing. I think I was making a community post or something. And I see that the trailer for the new Venom movie just dropped like 8 hours ago. Here, look, scroll down. Sony, 8 hours ago, and already almost 8 million views. Holy moly. I'm excited. And I started watching it. I watched like, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds maybe. I got to around, I don't know, somewhere around here. Okay, so I watched like the first minute. And I was like, wait a minute, why the hell am I not recording my reactions and talking about this trailer? Because everyone's going to be talking about it. And, views. But no, I love the Venom movies. The original Venom movie has like a very special place in my heart because like I had been wanting a Venom movie for a really long time. And then the trailer dropped for the original film and I was like, okay, I need to see this. And then Let There Be Carnage had some good moments, had some funny moments, but was not my favorite follow-up, and they did Carnage pretty dirty, so I wasn't too happy about that. But this, Venom, The Last Dance, I'm hoping that this is going to be a step up. I think this is the last Venom movie that's going to be coming out from Sony, because I think Tom Hardy's... It's Tom Hardy, right? Yeah, it's Tom Hardy. I think Tom Hardy's contract is only for 3 Venom movies, but maybe if this one does good, it'll get renewed. I hope it does, because I love Venom, and Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock is, like, perfect in my eyes. Like, when I think of Venom and Eddie Brock, this is who I think of. So we're gonna react to the trailer first, and then when we're done, we're gonna go through, analyze it, look at things, sometimes frame by frame, point out cool things, and yeah. But let's just get started with looking at this trailer. All right. Let's give it a look. Wait a minute, is the quality 1920? No, it's not. God, I really don't plan these things well enough. I know they're kind of like... I know the movies have been received kind of like okay. Like I think the IMDb here, let's just look it up really quick. Okay, now IMDb isn't the only source of reviews, but like here we go. Original Venom 6.6 out of 10. Just kind of average. And then Let There Be Carnage, which came out only 3 years ago, 5.9. Kind of even more average on the ratings. I know these movies haven't been too well received, but we kind of watch these movies for just Eddie and Venom. We don't really watch these movies for the plot. So it kind of makes sense that they're only doing three movies, and that was the original contract. So I just hope we get to see more Venom in the future, because he's fantastic, and I have loved his like presentation in these movies. If there's one thing that these movies have done correctly, it's the dynamic between Eddie and Venom. It's very comical, but also very serious at times, and I've always really enjoyed their dynamic. All right, so let's go through this. Let's go through this trailer. Obviously, according to Venom, his home has found Earth. Well, he said found us, and where was the part where they were talking about other universes? Somewhere around here. Somewhere around here they were talking about other universes. Yeah, universe. Something about other universes. Because Eddie was universe hopping. Originally, I think they were doing that because they wanted to set up Tom Hardy, Venom, versus Tom Holland, Spider-Man, which would have been the greatest crossover of all time. But, Tom Holland isn't playing Spider-Man anymore, so that's a bit sad. But yeah, let's continue going through this. So apparently Eddie's home has found, or Venom's home has found them, and we got this. Where's that big symbiote? Where is it? Not here, but where's the big one? We can see them doing some crime fighting. Anti-heroes makes sense. Free the dogs. This guy really looks like he needs to rethink his life choices. I like how in this one scene, Eddie, or Venom says, "Say when," and then Eddie lets him cut him just for a second, and just like half a second, he's like, "When," and then right into the wall. That's good, and the CGI is pretty on point. Yeah, let out the dogs, let out all the dogs, let them out. Then they do this. Look at this cool tag team maneuver they do here, where Venom sort of detaches from Eddie, and then Eddie just slingshot kicks a guy. That was pretty good. I've always loved the fight scenes in these movies. I know some of them aren't so great, like the final battle in the first movie was not great. It was just a CGI sludge fest, but the day-to-day or just more casual ones, like that one scene where Eddie and Venom fought off all the SWAT guys, and like Venom caught the gas grenade in his mouth and just munched it and just vanished into the smoke. That was a great action scene. And then this bit here, where they tried to do the serious "we are Venom" thing and just completely mess it up. I mean, even Eddie says, like, we need to work on that. Hang on, where is it? We need to work on that. We're gonna need to work on that. That's beautiful. You know, they're symbiotic, but they still need to work out their one-liners, which I love. I'm walking down the street with the dogs, and Venom's like, "You always take me to the finest human head buffets. I would be very pleased if I was Venom." And then that scene where he bites off all 4 of their heads. Oh my god. Yeah, look at that. Just so quick and vicious. Just, what are you? Yeah, we're gonna need to work on that. And then nom 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 nom. That was really good. I know, what are they? I think the rating for this movie is probably still like PG-13 or 16. I've said it before, like, not on this channel, but I've said it before. Maybe I've said it on the live stream or something, but I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The Venom movies should just be rated R or 18 plus, because there is so much more potential to be had there if the movies were R-rated. But we're not here to talk about that. Let's continue going on with the trailer. Then they escape with all the dogs, and yeah, Sony, blah, 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 no one cares about all this. And then we hear, like, some sort of launch happening, and we see some people investigating things. Right. They think they're alone in the universe, and then Venom's other symbiote brothers and sisters show up. Okay, so I guess it's not all in the universe stuff. Yeah, like here we see a couple of symbiotes in some stuff here on a secret lab, and then that looks like the bit of Venom that was left behind in that one either post-credit scene or mid-credit scene of I think it was one of the Spider-Man movies. I can't remember, but yeah, it's there, and then that guy's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't touch that. That's an alien parasite, and that thing could be full of diseases that you don't even know how they'd affect you. Also, I reckon, isn't this the same wait a minute. This actor looks familiar. Hold on a minute. Yeah, it's this guy. Yeah, and then there's the trailer right there. This is the same guy who plays one of the characters from Doctor Strange, Baron Mordo. Yeah, it says Baron Mordo right here. I mean, is this the same character, or did they just hire the actor for something, you know? Well, this is the Sony universe, so it can't be the same character. It gets so confusing with all these crossovers and alternate universes and multiverse crap. Why couldn't the story just stay as it was? Okay, that's a whole rant. We're here to talk about Venom. And he's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't touch that, buddy. And then he's like, yeah, it's our job to make sure that they remain undiscovered. So they're tracking Eddie, because he has Venom, and they all know it. And then, you know, I guess some military guys. They're all on the hunt for Eddie, so he becomes a fugitive, which is not too different from the plot of the first movie, because they kind of become fugitives already. I mean, at the first it was fugitives from the Life Foundation, I think it was called, but now it's from, like, the actual government of the world, probably America. So yeah, they're all hunting down Eddie. Little scene in the water. Okay, it looks like Eddie's struggling a bit there. Let's go back here frame by frame. Looks like Eddie's struggling a little bit here, so maybe he doesn't have Venom in this scene. It's possible, because I feel like that wouldn't be a problem. Well, here's Venom. Here they are. They're fugitives on the run. Yep. And then here's this guy. I'm guessing he's going to be like our quote-unquote antagonist, if I were to make a general guess at how this character plays out. It's going to be like, you know, he's hunting down Eddie because it's his job, and he needs to make sure that, you know, Earth is safe from the symbiotes, but something tells me he's going to get corrupted by a symbiote of his very own towards the end, and then maybe he'll get freed from it, or Venom will take him out and be like, don't worry, you die with your honor intact, type of soldier story. Just general off the top of my head guess. Oh, here we go. We got Venom under the water here. I don't know if this is a roar of pain or triumph. I can't quite tell. Oh, definitely pain, considering the electricity. Wait a minute, hang on. If these guards are using electricity underwater, how are they not being affected? Because everyone in that water should be getting... You know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe they're wearing, like, electric-resistant armor or something. I don't know. There's always some plot explanation. Here we got Vegas? Is that Vegas? Might be Vegas. Just sort of on their own. Eddie and the Tux. I love it. Then they go to the Pokies, and Mrs. Chen is there, which is just hilarious. She's in this nice dress. And then where is it? Where's the scene? And there's hang on, right here. The scene of Mrs. Chen and Eddie dancing, that is so goofy and silly. Let's just be real now. I mean, Venom fucks. Like, let's just be honest with ourselves. But didn't think Mrs. Chen was on that rate. Well, unironically, Venom did get inside her in Let There Be Carnage. Unironically, that's what happened. And then we have a scene right here of Eddie sort of in pain. I'm guessing they're using sound or something to try and lure Venom out. Then we got a band of hippies here. I'm guessing this is just one of the scenes where Eddie's and Venom are just sort of on the run, trying to escape. We got this big boy here. We got this big boy. Oh my goodness, look at the design on that thing. I hope this isn't the only symbiote we see, because if we're introducing the fact that the symbiote homeworld has found Earth, I want to see a couple symbiotes. You know, I want a couple different fight scenes with a couple different iconic symbiotes, like Screech, for example. Oh wait, no, Screech was... We already did Screech in Let There Be Carnage. That's how forgettable she was in Let There Be Carnage, that I forgot they already did Screech, and they didn't make her a symbiote. Oh my goodness. And we continue onward through this action scene. Yeah, that gets blown up. And then here we see the meteors falling to Earth, which are probably loaded with symbiotes. It's like, yeah, they found us. And then there's this big boy on the side of the plane. My goodness gracious, look at that thing. How many legs is that? 8? 6? Can't quite tell. It might be 6. Then I think he's got some little claws right here. My goodness, that looks like a Stranger Things monster. I don't know about any of you, but that looks like a Stranger Things monster to me. But yeah, and then, I mean, airplane fight. I haven't seen a decent airplane sequence since Iron Man 3, so hopefully they do this one, you know, decently. Oh, jeez. Just that frame of Venom's face. It's like, oh, God, I am utterly screwed. Oh, that's beautiful. Someone please make a meme with that. I'll make a meme with it somehow, but please, someone just take that frame of Venom's face, make it into a meme, please. And then we carry on, and we got this big boy. Oh my God, look at all the teeth. My goodness. It looks like his teeth could start like rotating like a blender at any minute. And then we continue onward. Nice fight scene. Look at those tails. God damn, look at them tails. Those are definitely some great... Yeah, I see some sharp object on the end of that. I think that's Venom right there trying to hold on to him on the left, yeah. And then, oh my goodness. Yeah, till death do them part. Yep. Christ. I love how so many of the subtitles are just like, Jesus Christ, or oh my God, or someone help me. And yeah, this seems to be some sort of containment chamber by the looks of it. I got these two. Yeah, there is an army coming that can't be stopped. That's right. And then, who's this guy? I don't know who that is, but, oh, if we look at his eye color, we can see that he has a bit of green in his eyes. A lot of green, actually. Definitely symbiote infected. Maybe they're trying, if I were to take a wild guess, maybe they're trying to do symbiosis with people, like how the Life Foundation was doing it, and, you know, they're just sort of running tests. As long as Rom lives. Rom? Who is Rom? Okay, so, yeah, the subtitles are auto-generated, so Rom probably isn't accurate. And we have some people being scared. A lot of people jumping off things here. Whoa, that was a symbiote. That was a symbiote. Who is that? Is that Venom? I can't... It looks like Venom. Is that Venom? Maybe. His eye structure looks a little different. You can see... Here, let me... As you can see, it looks black because of the lighting, the symbiote. But the eye structure looks a little bit more rounded than Venom's does. So maybe that's not Venom? Can't tell. That's Venom. That is not Venom. That is Venom. And he's just like, yes. Okay, so we got people shooting presumably at Venom. Looks like the same set. But then this guy comes in and he's like, yeah, I'm going to eat everybody here. I love the design of that thing. That thing looks great. It looks like something in a Mordor almost. I don't know. And then like, yeah, we might not make it out of this one, Eddie. And then, yeah, so they're probably going to die, which I'm really sad about because Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock with Venom was fantastic. But yeah, they're probably going to be dying. The Last Dance, and then there's the actual title of it itself, which I think that's a pretty good title for a final movie. And then we got this scene, Venom Horse. That is actually really cool. Oh my God, that is actually so sick. Look at that. Venom Horse. Oh my God. That is a sick ass design. And we've seen Venom, like, jump into other creatures and people before. We saw him jump into Anne. That was certainly something. What else have we seen Venom sort of infect? Any other creatures we've seen him infect that I can think of? I don't know if I've seen many creatures, but Venom horse. That is actually really cool. And how all the hair, like, you can see, like, right here, there's some strands of what was the hair still look like hair, but there's also plenty of black goop tentacles, because that's just Venom. He believes he can fly. He believes he can fly. Look at that tongue. Oh my goodness gracious. What? Wait a minute. Is that an intentional shot? Because he's just kind of... He jumps. Yeah, let's go through this. He jumps. Then his model freezes for a good... Here, let's count the frames. Count the frames with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, 20, like 22, like 20 to 23 frames. There's almost no change in the model. It just glides across the screen. Now, I don't know if that's gonna like transition into like a 3D like camera, like it'll turn around and sort of show from multiple angles, like a slow-mo freeze frame type thing. But he just glides across the screen for a few minutes. The hair though, the close up on the tentacle hair. Hang on, let's look at that again. The close-up on the tentacle hair, that looks good. I mean, it's probably mostly CG, but I imagine they did some practical stuff to make life for the CG artists easier. They have Venom horse. That's something. And then he's like, yeah, don't worry, I got you, bro. The Venom horse scene here, very reminiscent of the motorcycle scene where Venom took control of Eddie and then, you know, like grabbed him when he was in the air. It's very reminiscent of that, 100%. Very reminiscent of the motorcycle scene. And that's pretty cool. I don't know if that's an intentional callback or what, but these two, like, riding on vehicles, or I guess horses now, together, very, very good. And I like these sequences. I like these kinds of sequences. So, it's coming out in October. Yeah, October. October again. God damn. What month did Carnage come out in? Venom, Let There Be Carnage also came out in October. So they're going to continue with the theme. Glad they're not breaking it now. Film is not yet rated. Okay, well, it'd be nice if they made it rated R. Just, you know, just for the final send-off. But, goddamn, that's the Venom trailer. That's the final trailer for the final Venom movie. Well, at least the final Venom movie featuring Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. So, damn. Let me gather myself really quick before giving my final thoughts. Judging by the trailer, it's looking to be, at the very least, a little bit more, I don't want to say more interesting than Carnage, but you see, they tried really hard to make Carnage interesting, like the overall movie. They did try to make it interesting. They just didn't really succeed. So, at least with this one, I mean, the scales are once again, like, oh, the entire world's at risk, but that's kind of were the stakes of the first movie as well. So it's like, I guess they're just kind of returning to a format they know kind of works. I'm hoping this movie is better. When it comes to things I like about this trailer, the CG in general looks pretty good, except for that flying horse scene. But then again, like I said, this... Hang on, no, it's a bit further back. Right before this. Right there. That that right there. I don't know if that's the final shot, or if it's gonna, like, sort of stop and pan into, like, a 3D... like a look around, like around the mall, because if that's the case, then yeah, shot's fine. But if that's not the final shot and he just glides through the air like that, that's pretty goofy looking. Other than that, the CG's fine. Like, I mean, goop monsters, really, you know, nothing overly complicated about it. This little sequence of them failing their one-liner, I like that. So the humor's still very akin and in line with the themes of the previous Venom movies, so I'm happy about that. And then, at least we got some heads being bitten off, and whereas in the previous two movies we had very little head biting. In the first one we had some decent head biting, and then in the second movie we got one head bitten off, which was disappointing. So I'm glad that there's more. I'm glad there's more heads being bitten off. That's nice. Yeah, that's good. Wow, that was so vicious. Yeah, so I'm glad we're getting more of that. I don't know what's going on with this whole science division here. I don't know how they find out about the army coming. Maybe Venom told them, or they figured it out or something. They got a couple of symbiotes here. I can't identify... I can't really identify these symbiotes. The yellow one would be Screech's, because Screech's general symbiote design is kind of like yellowish. Don't really know who these two could be, though. Maybe one of them... Maybe that one... Actually, now that I'm looking at this one could be Toxin, but Toxin's a offspring of Carnage, so that's probably not going to happen unless they pull some plot bullshit. Overall, I mean, I think the trailer's fine. Like, I don't think there's anything overly special about it. I'd say the highlights for me were probably Venom Horse and this opening sequence with the biting heads and them messing up the one-liner. Those are probably the highlights for me. Low points for this trailer, probably all the scenes featuring this guy. I'm sorry, but these are probably the low points because it's just like plot stuff. And I want the plot to be good, but I don't know. Venom and Eddie being on the run again, I think that's like a fine plot point. I think it works for them because, like, you know, they're not bad, they're not evil, but they're not necessarily good. You know, they do evil things, but they do them to evil people. So, you know, it's hard to say. And yeah, the fact that there's going to be an entire symbiote army coming to Earth, I hope we see more than just the big boy. I like the big boy. I think the big boy is really cool. Hang on, let's get a shot of the big boy here. I think the big boy is really cool. Excellent design, fantastic design. But I hope this isn't the only symbiote we see, because that would really suck. Either way, this trailer's pretty solid. I'm excited. I'm gonna see the movie either way, regardless of reviews or what anyone says or anything, because I just love Venom. I just want to see how they send Venom and Eddie off in this movie. The Last Dance, I want to see how The Last Dance plays out and what songs they play. So yeah, feel free to leave your own thoughts about the trailer in the comments. If you're not a Venom fan, then I don't know why the hell you clicked on this video. But that was the trailer for Venom: The Last Dance, Till Death Do Them Part. I know that's not the full title, but it sounds like it could be. But that was the trailer for Venom: The Last Dance. If you enjoyed the way I sort of reacted to it and broke things down, then please, by all means, drop a sub. We're very close to 2,000 subs, that's pretty cool. That's actually really, really cool. I've done, in terms of like sub count, I have done what took me a year in the span of like 2 months, which is pretty bonkers. So yeah, please drop a sub. I'd love to hit 2,000 subs soon. That'd be freaking fantastic. And if you want to show a little bit of extra support, then please consider becoming a channel member. You get all sorts of cool perks like early video access, a Discord role, exclusive member only emotes, all sorts of cool stuff like that. And if you just like the way I do things and want to show some extra support, then definitely consider becoming a channel member. But that's where I'm going to round out my initial thoughts on Venom: The Last Dance. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah. Have a good day, everyone.